The freeze, guys, is very good again inside of Clash Royale. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess that's up to you guys to decide. But there's currently 13 people using the freeze inside of the top 200, which is way more than usual, especially last month when the vines were absolutely broken. And now that the vines got nerfed and they're a lot worse, that's kind of an indirect buff to the freeze. As you can see, it's really good inside a graveyard as you'd expect, but then it's also very good inside of Lumber, Loon, Freeze again, which I actually wanted to run in today's video because I feel like it's a really fun deck to play. Also very toxic, and I just haven't used it in a while, but I recently used Graveyard Freeze, so I figured I would mix it up a little bit. And Lumberloon I haven't used in a long time. It has to be probably one of the most hated decks of all time. And the Evo Baby Drag is still really good, in my opinion. I think it's a better choice than the Evolve E-Drag, but if you want to use the Evolve E-Drag instead of the Baby Drag, you of course can do that. It kind of comes down to personal preference, I suppose. So we'll go in for an Inferno Drag here and see what he wants to do. Ooh, Prince. Well, this would kind of be one of those scenarios where it probably would be a little better had I had the E-Drag. But we have the Freeze, which is going to suffice for sure. The Giant is going to get melted here for the most part, and even though he went in for a Zap, the Inferno Drag is going to recharge, Giant gets dealt with, and we're going to defend that without too much trouble. Now, obviously, single Elixir is going to be a little bit challenging in this type of matchup, especially because of the Prince, but then I think once we're in double, and if this match ends up getting in triple, then it's going to be a lot easier, but probably this is the type of match that'll be done by the time double Elixir is over, if I had to guess. He's going to go in for a Prince at the bridge really aggressively. He's a little lucky I didn't have my my Lumberjack or Bullard cycle. But the thing is, because he just did that, he has to now defend the Inferno Drag and also defend this balloon. And wow, that Bomber was really bad. He's probably going to zap the Inferno Drag, but we get a little bit of damage before that happens. And that's honestly not bad. He just committed a lot of Elixir, so I'm content with that. I feel like we're kind of right back in this game because he had to overspend quite a bit. The only thing would have been if I had enough to play a Freeze and then be able to get that Inferno Drag to kind of stay on the tower forever, that would have been amazing, because we probably would have been able to get his tower, assuming it had more health than a Rage being able to take it out. But it's okay either way. We're approaching double Elixir now, which means we're going to have a way easier time throughout the rest of this match, because we'll be able to get some nice Lumber Loom pushes, of course. Maybe we could do something with the Evo Inferno Drag, of course. So let's just go in, I guess, for an Inferno Drag here, and we'll see what he wants to do. Maybe get a Lumberjack going. And, ooh, really good balloon opportunity. Look at everything we got here. I don't know if this guy has a big spell for all of this. He's going to go in for the Mega Minion, but we can just go in. Oh, wow, he Fireball, but look at that. Look at that. Freeze. Freeze cheese. Freeze cheese. Let's go, baby. Inferno Drag is just melting everything. And now we can set up a bowler in the back. Wait, hold up. This is bad. No. No. Stop. 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 Oh my gosh, that scared me for a second. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was okay. That was not part of the plan. Okay, we got to go in for a balloon here, try to get it to speed up with the Baby Drag. And with the Fireball, I don't know if that's... Ooh, okay, he overspent a bit. We're going to be able to defend everything pretty easily over there, so I'll take it. I don't know if he's going to play something at the bridge, like a Prince or something, or what. Maybe he'll try to go opposite lane. I'm not really sure. Okay, there's the Prince. We go in for a high Inferno Drag here. Giant comes in right into the Inferno Drag. That's not going to do anything. I'm sorry to disappoint this guy. Even if he zaps, we don't even have to freeze because the bowler's so girthy. He's just got so much health, we don't even really got to do anything. I guess we could just probably go in for a balloon here and see what he wants to do. Maybe we'll go freeze, and this should definitely be game because, yeah, he's pretty much only got Fireball. So that's going to be a wrap, and that's going to be GG. Very, very nice win. I guess that was probably not that difficult of a matchup. The only thing is you just don't want to overcommit in single Elixir, and you'll be fine. Jube Sauce. Well, I guess we'll start kind of the yapping session of this video. You know, kind of like the freeze. Maybe I can kind of relate to the freeze sometimes. Sometimes I really do feel like I'm frozen in time. I guess this video is getting a lot, you know, deeper for those of you guys that stuck around. But I actually have a girlfriend now, and it's technically the first ever relationship I've been in. Beforehand, I've just been in, you know, friends with benefits, you know, situations or situationships or whatever. And She actually gave me a like a plushie. It's like a Winnie the Pooh plushie, which I thought was kind of nice. You know, some girls like to do that, and she treats me really well. Like cooks for me, and it's like the first girl I've dated that I've ever done that. But it's like because I felt, because I fell in love so quickly with the wrong woman before in the past. It's like I'm having a hard time like building feelings for her, if that makes sense. And maybe it's like it's because I'm like frozen in the past. Like I'm like stuck kind of in the past. Like I'm like afraid to love again, even though it's like the right person might finally be in my life, if that makes sense. I feel like that happens sometimes. We get like we're afraid kind of to have feelings again, if that makes sense. And it's like we're just trying to be careful, and it just takes a lot longer the next time around to fall in love again, which could debatably maybe not be a bad thing because sometimes you do need to be more careful. But it's kind of really interesting to think about. But anyway, I don't even know why I decided to go on that little side tangent or rant or whatever. Kind of feels like it's partly a Ken video. I feel like I feel like the older I get, the more I relate to Ken. I feel like I just kind of, I don't know what it is. I just feel like I start to kind of lose my mind more and more, and I don't know. He's got a couple of years on me, so I mean, maybe it's like I'm just not there yet, but it's like I'm getting there eventually. That's just what tends to happen. You just get you just get crazier by the year. This is probably another match where I I don't know. I feel like we should just go in now that we're in double. He doesn't seem to have a lot of air counters, which is really solid. Um, I mean, I guess we'll go in for a bowler here. He's got that E-Wiz, but even with that, we still get a balloon connection. Is he going to go for the... Um, okay. He gets some damage. That's not that bad, I guess. Maybe we want to actually... Wait, he can't go... He has to E-Wiz this Inferno Drag, I'm pretty sure. I guess, well, maybe I should have gone balloon there. I don't know. Kind of had a little bit of a brain fart, I guess you could say, for a second. Did I get that? How did that bar barrel not get down in time? What? Hello? What is wrong with this? Okay, we got to go in here, and hopefully this screws him over. I'm begging. Okay, that's going to be game. Thank goodness I didn't lose that matchup because that's, quite frankly, a very easy matchup. Freeze coming in clutch yet again, and that's going to be another really easy win. Well, I'd say let's go for one more. People are always complaining about the 2-game videos. Like, boss, please play more games. You got it. You got it, champ. You got it, viewer. Against Jimmy here. I'm a little bit, I gotta say, I'm a little bit hungover. I'm actually surprised I have the energy I do. I was kind of drowsy the whole day. I had like a coffee before I started recording this, and I have more energy now, which is great. So we've actually been able to dominate, even though we're not even high up right now. I'm not even top 1K, but, it's nice to win nonetheless. Going for the tornado here. And, okay, nice. I thought for a second that wasn't going to activate. I was like, no way that doesn't activate, right? But it did, thankfully. So that's going to be a nice king activation. Great way of starting off the match. And I'm already liking the look of... Ooh, I was going to say I was already liking the look of how this match is going, knowing that I got the bowler for the Royal Hogs, probably one of the best counters to them. But, I mean, he did just get his king activated. And he's also got a wizard, which is a very good air counter. So we'll have to see how this goes. I don't know what this guy's running. I thought it was Royal Hog Cycle or Recruits, but clearly that's not what it is. It's something crazy. I don't know what this is. Don't ask. I don't have the slightest clue. Going for the bar barrel here, and, well, okay, that's going to be pretty good, I guess. And I guess we could go Baby Drag here, and we'll see... Alright, well, those are just going to cancel out, and he does have the Recruits. Okay, well, how about that? What if we actually just play into the Recruits here? Because my bowler's actually going to live. And did that balloon get pushed, or is it going to go for the... Okay, it does go for the Inferno. What is this guy's deck, bro? Like, this is... I don't know what to say. He did just... Okay, this Inferno drag, I'm going to be real, not the best counter to that. Bar barrel, though, going to clean up pretty well. And I don't know. I still am trying to figure out what the heck this guy's deck is. It's a really nice thing. I do have the freeze for the Inferno Tower. I think that's gonna, help us tremendously. And he's got the Evo Wizard coming in. If he goes Royal Hogs, we got the Bowler, so I'm hoping we can defend without too much trouble. But actually, I think I might want to freeze instead of going Bowler just because the Wizard was there. I wouldn't have been able to get an optimal placement. And that actually ended up being significantly better not using the Bowler, although that Wizard I thought it was only going to get one hit in, it got two. That's quite unfortunate. I think we're going to try to get a good push going in here, though. This could be a nice opportunity for us. I guess we can go Lumberjack, and let's see what happens here. Wait, let's try to catch him off guard. What if we go like this, kind of dual lane push now? Balloon is getting sped up. Yeah, he just goes in for the NATO. Gosh dang it, bro. Forgot about that. That's actually kind of annoying, that NATO. The fact that he has NATO helps him so much. Freeze there might have been good, I'm going to be real. Well, I guess we'll just go in for a freeze on this. Good thing that I saved it, right? Hopefully that's no damage. If that even gets one connection, I'm going to be sad. Okay, good. No damage. Thank goodness. And this could potentially be an L unless we find a way to break through. This isn't particularly going amazingly. I did not think he was going to Inferno like that, but to be fair, that was actually a really good play. I got to give credit where it's due. He might actually go Royal Hogs in the left lane. Yeah, smart play by him. That's what I would have done too. So I guess we just do this, going for a baby drag here. I don't know if we're... Wow, the Wizard just splashed everything. You are kidding. This is kind of... Wow. I don't know how we're going to break through. This is kind of a disgusting deck that this guy's running. Even though the Bowler gets good value for us, I feel like we just can't break through his Inferno. That's the problem. I mean, and he did just do that, but the issue is he's got the NATO, so it's like, does it really matter? Probably not. Probably not, unfortunately. Probably not. Yeah, I mean, it's like, does it really matter? I don't think so. This is, yeah, I don't know what that deck was. That's kind of lame. He could just cycle 2 poisons and win. Yeah, it's over. That's a wrap. Well, GG. And that's all, folks. Make sure to like, subscribe, creator code boss, all that good stuff. And unless he completely messes up here, yeah, it's a wrap. He had all the defense he needed, that's for sure. And we're getting BMs. Bye.